Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here and welcome to BBallBreakdown. What a way to kick off the season, some great stuff. Rondo going off and so is Chris Bosh. And I want to go through a couple of key runs in the OKC versus Portland game last night because it's a razor thin margin here for OKC. And when they gave up two 8-0 runs at the end of the third and beginning of the fourth, that was it. They couldn't come back from that. I'm going to show you the differences in what's going on the court, and you can see that they desperately need Kevin Durant back and the other people that are injured. Let's pick up the action at the end of the third quarter with OKC nursing a 4-point lead. They run a basic floppy set that gets Jones some space against Steve Blake, who's at least 6 inches shorter than him. There is almost nothing Blake can do on this pull-up. The Blazers come down and run one of their oldest plays, a simple pin down for Batum with LaMarcus Aldridge. The screen wasn't very effective, hardly any contact is made, but Jones must have tripped himself on the lane line and Batum gets to take 3.5 steps before nailing this wide open three. The Thunder run the exact same floppy, and one thing to note, while waiting for the play to develop, Russ is left to stand there pounding the ball in place. Mind you, at this point, he had scored 36 points in 25 minutes, 15 out of 16 from the free throw line. Blake is able to contest the shot and it misses. Because the Blazers push it a bit, OKC doesn't talk in transition and ends up in mismatches all over the court. Blake wants to feed the post, and while Collison is doing a great job fronting, he's not in position to help when Jones gets out of a stance and lets the slow-footed Blake blow right by him. Adams must rotate over to stop the ball, and Russ is supposed to move on a string and take away the pass to Kaman. He doesn't move till it's way too late, and Kaman gets a layup. Reeling a bit, the Thunder run a very basic high pick and roll with no action beforehand. Rather than go left and use the screen, Russ rejects it to the middle, which is a mistake. Not only is Kaman standing there at the free throw line, but two teammates are spotting up on that side, so their defenders can easily be in the way as well. Russ then gets stuck up in the air and just about throws it away, before West gets a hand on the ball and it flies out of bounds as a turnover on Adams. Russ comes out for a rest, and OKC runs horns. The high post entry triggers flex action on the weak side. This is defended well, particularly with CJ McCollum showing to the block and then getting back to his man. So OKC flows into flex on the right side. Telfair misses the correct read, Perry Jones open on the curl, and instead gives it to Thomas, who airballs a 14-footer. Portland comes right down and feeds Aldridge in the post. I like that Jones tried to deflect the pass, but as he lands, you'll see his left foot take an extra negative step, and this gets him trailing the cutter. Batum fakes him out of his shoes, and Perkins should be rotating over to stop the drive, but is so far behind he can only goaltend. More transition defense issues where guys don't talk. On the miss, the Blazers push it up a little bit, and for some inexplicable reason, Kendrick Perkins decides to run and pick up the ball, even though Robertson was back and in position to pick him up. This gives Wes Matthews, a deadly three-point shooter, plenty of room to work with. On the sideline out of bounds, the Blazers run a beautiful high post split. Because Lillard is back screening, his man takes a step towards the basket, giving Lillard room to come around for the handoff. This is all the space he needs to splash the three. Now they're really reeling, so OKC calls timeout, and let's look at what they call at this crucial part of the game. They set a weird back screen going away from the ball on the baseline, and then try and run flex action off of that. On the handoff, look at Ibaka's feet. They're spread way too far, he's off balance, and he's not a threat. Great play by Lillard to slide in there and steal this pass. The Thunder actually play fantastic defense for much of this possession. Perkins deflects the post entry pass well. The Blazers almost throw it away, but they don't panic. Perkins does a nice job riding Matthews into the corner, and look where Robertson is. Perfect position to take away the pass. There's no way West could skip a pass across the court, and besides, there's less than 5 seconds left on the shot clock. But watch what Robertson does. He runs away from Kaman, giving West the only outlet pass he could make. Perkins gets a hand up, but Kaman nails the gorgeous lefty jump hook, and the Blazers never relinquish control of this game again.